stars. Didn't even get to bronze.
Yes, that's right. Inception. Since most of you have seen this sci-fi fantasy thriller starring the unrecognized talent that is Leonardo DiCaprio as Cobb, the charming Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Arthur, the badass foreigner Tom Hardy as Ames, and the always wise father figure of Michael Caine as Miles, we should just get right into it. Hopefully you brought your popcorn because it's trailer time.
I'm just doing what I know. I'm doing what you taught me.
I never taught you to be a thief.
No, you taught me to navigate people's minds. I can access your mind through your dreams. It's called Inception.
How do we get out? I'm hoping you have something more elegant in mind than shooting me in the head.
A kick.
What's a kick?
That feeling of falling that snaps you out of the dream.
This would be a kick.
Building a dream from your memory is the easiest way to lose your grasp on what's real and what is a dream.
Is that what happened to you? You gotta draw from stuff you know, right? It's your creation.
There's nothing quite like it.
If you're going to perform Inception, you need imagination. You mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling.
Did the children miss me?
Can't imagine. The seed that we plant in this man's mind will change everything.
This can't be done.
Dreams within dreams is too unstable.
It is possible.
God, we should walk away from this.
The people that hired us won't accept failure.
This was not a part of the plan!
Inception.
What's happening?
His subconscious is looking for the dreamer. Me? Quick, give me a kiss.
They're still looking at us.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Rated PG-13 in theaters and IMAX July 16th.
Wow, real exciting stuff here. There are three main topics that I would like to analyze with you. Those are lucid dreaming, aka Inception, major depressive disorder, aka MDD, and narcissistic personality disorder. To give context for this next scene, I should first explain lucid dreaming. Very simply put, lucid dreaming is any dream in which one is aware that they are dreaming. The psychiatrist that is given the largest amount of credit for coining the term is a Dutch man named Frederick Wilhelm van Eden. This next scene will explain lucid dreaming in the movie's perspective.
Imagine you're designing a building, right? You consciously create each aspect. But sometimes it feels like it's almost creating itself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like I'm discovering it.
Genuine inspiration, right? Now, in a dream, our mind continuously does this. We create and perceive our world simultaneously, and our mind does this so well that we don't even know what's happening. That allows us to get right in the middle of that process.
How?
By taking over the creating part. Now, this is where I need you. You create the world of the dream. We bring the subject into that dream, and they fill it with their subconscious.
How could I ever acquire enough detail to make them think that it's reality?
Well, dreams, they feel real while we're in them, right? It's only when we wake up that we realize something was actually strange. Let me ask you a question. You never really remember the beginning of a dream, do you? You always wind up right in the middle of what's going on.
I guess, yeah.
So how did we end up here?
Well, we just came from the,
Think about it, Ariadne. How did you get here? Where are you right now?
We're dreaming?
You're actually in the middle of the workshop right now, sleeping. This is your first lesson in shared dreaming. Stay calm. It's never just a dream, is it? And a face full of glass hurts like hell when you're in it. Feels real.
Now you might be thinking to yourself, Hunter, that technology cannot even begin to exist that would allow others inside the mind of another person while they are dreaming. You would not be totally incorrect. However, neuroscientists at Frankfurt University have been conducting research that may allow just that to happen. The technology is in its infant stages, but the results have been very promising thus far. By stimulating the brain with a mild electric shock and gamma waves, the scientists have induced self-awareness in the dreams of sleeping volunteers. The research now is being done to try to find the sweet spot of electric voltage and gamma frequency to trigger lucid dreaming. The team at Frankfurt University hopes that this research will lead to a better understanding of consciousness as a whole, and it might even make the world of Inception a reality. That being said, this movie is obviously ahead of its time as far as dream technology goes, but it does offer a rather accurate portrayal of lucid dreaming and its influences on the human mind as a whole. During class, we discussed the sleep cycle, neurotransmitters that assist with sleep, brainwave readings throughout the cycle, and this movie definitely supports our look into the complex, multi-stage sleep process that we go through several times a night, every night of our lives. Next up is Major Depressive Disorder, or MDD. Cobb's wife, Mal, is the character who suffers from this disorder. Here is the best scene that will show you her disorder.
Sweetheart, what are you doing?
Join me.
Just step back inside. All right? Just step back inside now. Come on.
No. I'm going to jump and you're coming with me.
No, I'm not. Now you listen to me. If you jump, you're not gonna wake up, remember? You're gonna die. Now just step back inside. Come on. Step back inside so we can talk about this.
We've talked enough.
Mom.
Come out onto the ledge or I'll jump right now.
Okay. We're gonna talk about this. All right?
I'm asking you to take a leap of faith.
No, honey. No, I can't. You know I can't do that. Take a second, think about our children. Think about James. Think about Philippa now.
If I'll go without you, they'll take them away anyway.
What does that mean?
I filed a letter with our attorney, explaining how I'm fearful for my safety. How you threatened to kill me.
Why did you do this?
I love you, Dom.
Why would you do
I
this?
freed you from the guilt of choosing to leave them. We're going home to our real children.
No. Maul, you listen to me, all right? Maul, look at me, please.
You're waiting for a train.
Maul, goddammit, don't do this!
A train that will take you far away.
James and Philippa are
You
waiting.
know where you hope this train will take you.
They're waiting
You
for
can't know
us.
for sure,
Maul, look at me.
but it doesn't matter
Maul, goddammit!
because you'll be together.
Sweetheart, look at me. Maul, no! Jesus Christ!
As you can see, that scene is filled with many clues of her disorder. Along with our studies of psychological disorders, we can see the 4 criteria needed to be classified with the disorder. She has maladaptive behavior. Not only did she kill herself, but she wrongly accused Cobb of the act and also destroyed his quality of life. Disturbingly, she killed herself, destroyed a hotel room, and tried to get her husband to jump too because she believed she was in a dream world. Unjustifiable behavior arises from the fact that she, without a doubt, saw the real world's imperfections as proof that it was not real. Her mind was caught up in the perfection and manipulation of the dream world, and she could not give it up. Finally, her atypical approach to solving her problem was suicide. This heavily violates social norms because most believe that issues can be worked out in any situation and death is not the solution. Here, Mal thought that she was dreaming and wanted to kick herself into the real world where she could live a perfect life. According to the DSM-5, Criteria for having MDD includes depressed mood and loss of interest for more than 2 weeks, a mood change that is statistically different than the usual baseline, impaired social, occupational, and/or educational function, and many more. Sometimes MDD can be confused for a substance abuse problem and other psychiatric disorders, but once determined for sure, treatment can begin. Medication-wise, drugs such as tricyclic antidepressants, or TCAs, are great for this application because the use of these drugs has been shown to increase the moods of a very high majority of patients suffering from MDD. Along with medication, cognitive behavioral therapy should be used to allow the patient to think through and discuss the issues they are facing in their life with a trained psychologist. In Maul's case, her sense of reality is missing. Finally, we have narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD, to save myself a little time. In the DSM-5, one with NPD must show many signs to be diagnosed with the disorder. First, they must show a strong need of others to give them self-esteem. Oftentimes, they have a healthy ego as well. Second, all goals should be derived from the need to have others approve of them. Next, they lack a sense of emotional connection to others. That lack of empathy is linked to intimacy issues, as most relationships for a narcissist are usually for personal gain. Other traits include grandiosity, the feeling of entitlement, and attention-seeking. In this next clip, you will see how Cobb tried Inception first on his wife without a thought about her well-being.
The truth.
What truth?
The idea that caused you to question your reality came from me.
You planted the idea in my mind. What is she talking about?
The reason I knew Inception was possible was because I did it to her first. I did it to my own wife.
Why?
We were lost in here. I knew we needed to escape, but she wouldn't accept it. She had locked something away, something deep inside. A truth that she had once known, but chose to forget. She couldn't break free. So I decided to search for it. I went deep into the recess of her mind and found that secret place. And I broke in, and I planted an idea. A simple little idea that would change everything. That her world wasn't real.
The death was the only escape.
You're waiting for a train. A train that'll take you far away. You know where you hope this train will take you. But you can't know for sure. Yet it doesn't matter. Now tell me why!
Because you did it again!
His behavior is clearly maladaptive because it has caused his wife to ultimately kill herself. It is disturbing because he is manipulating his wife, the person who trusts him most, with experimental techniques to implant ideas. The last two characteristics can be seen in the next clip.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I thought it was free.
Well, it's not.
Maybe we could share.
Maybe not. Can you pull over, get this? Great.
Come on!
There's $500 in there. The wallet's worth more than that, so you might at least drop me at my stop.
I'm afraid it doesn't.
This wasn't in the design. Cobb? Cobb?
The train that smashes into the plan is put there by Cobb's mind. He unjustifiably puts the people he is with in great danger because his subconscious is unleashing the hell that is within him onto the shared dream world. Finally, the atypical way he chooses to lie and hold secrets from those who again must trust him is astonishing. Cobb hides behind a veil of untold secrets that are dangerous to him, his team, and their mission. The best way to treat someone with narcissistic personality disorder is psychosocial therapy. By allowing the individual to develop a genuine care for others, the dangerous tendencies and egocentrism can hopefully be diminished. As for Hollywood's portrayal of the dream research and personality disorders in Inception, I give them an A-. The characteristics of major depressive and narcissistic personality disorder were oftentimes shown in a very severe light. The characters seem to have the perfect circumstances laid out for their disorder to occur. Also, the technology used to probe the mind of the unconscious is far from reality. Science is just now, about 3 years after the film's release, beginning to replicate some of the methods used in the movie to have lucid dreams. Dream sharing is a long way off for sure. I sure gained a lot of insight into the lives of people with psychological disorders from this movie. Overall, this is a wonderful movie with a lot of funny, intense moments, not to mention the psychology.